Welcome. I'm Tony Williams, the President and CEO of Veterans Council and Veterans. And what today I want to talk about is on the 1st of February, we're going to have a special podcast in observance of Black History Month. And it's called The Black Veteran, Their Family, and Mental Wellness. First episode is going to be, we're going to have some Black female combat veterans who are mental health providers on the show. And so first, ladies, can you introduce yourselves, starting with LaKetia?
Hello, I am LaKetia Jones. I'm a United States Army veteran. I served for 10 years in the United States Army, went to Iraq. I decided that I had to make a decision on split my kids up or keeping my kids together. So they won, and here I am.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Mullenbrook. I go by Kim. I am an Army veteran on 24 total years, 21 of which were active duty. I served as an enlisted soldier, and I also served as an officer. When I was enlisted, I was medical supply, and when I was an officer, I was at logistic branch. I loved what I did. I did not want to end my career, but I also wanted to go ahead and start my second career, which is what I'm doing today.
Great. So one of the things I have a question for you ladies is, why did you decide to choose mental health profession as your second career?
Well, I chose mental health profession because of everything that I experienced. And to be perfectly honest, I didn't really choose it. It chose me. And it chose me in childhood, but then it was solidified when I went to Iraq and came back and had the issues that I had dealing with PTSD. And then I was married to my children's father, and he was struggling with PTSD, and us not getting the quality of services that we needed to help us successfully process through what we had experienced and seen. So I chose it because I wanted to make a difference and help other veterans and service members process through what they've experienced and they've seen, particularly those who look like me.
I chose mental health as my second career because, as LaKetia, I also served in theater. I served in Iraq as well as Afghanistan. And of course, I served in garrison in many different places within the United States and overseas. While I was a leader of different ranks, different leaders, and different positions, especially as a company commander and as a platoon leader, I saw that mental health is to the utmost, absolutely, without a doubt, paramount in order for overall health. Not just physical health, not just selecting the correct food, not just exercising, not just training. However, mental health was important. I saw what my soldiers were going through. I saw what I was going through. And that's when I decided that for my second career, I wanted to serve in a different capacity, and that was in the mental health field.
Great. And so the one that also question I'm really curious about is, when it comes to, do you think there's a difference between women of color in the military when it comes to sexual harassment or sexual assault? Just tell us your experience, because that's one of the reasons why we're having this show. We want the people to know that there's probably the African-American women and men have a different experience in the military. So what has been your experience?
Oh, I absolutely think that there is a difference. I am actually a military sexual trauma survivor. And the military has the tendency to re-victimize individuals who are the victims of sexual assault. And if you are a female of color, it's even worse. We're not given the respect. It's almost as if we've asked for it or we've done something to perpetuate the situation that we've experienced. So there is a huge disparity in how women are treated when it comes to sexual harassment, military sexual trauma, and things of that nature. And then if you're a woman of color, it becomes an even greater disparity.
I myself have not had military sexual trauma, but I, as a veteran who was active duty, saw a lot of things that what LaKetia was talking about. I cannot personally speak on that, but I can definitely speak as a leader who was in the military and served as a leader for those individuals who were victim of military sexual trauma.
One of the things I want to try to do with us all here is that we want to also with this podcast, we want to try to start encouraging African American women and women of color to get out of the shadows, that they didn't experience this by themselves. And with you ladies on this show, I think that'll help encourage us. So anyway, any last words before we, I don't want to say too much until we have our show, which is on the 1st of February, 7:30 Eastern time on Zoom. So any last remarks before we shut this thing out?
Check us out. Tune in.
Please come check us out. You won't be disappointed.
Thanks. So now, okay. So again, as you see, 1st of February, 7:30, the first episode for this Black History Month, which we're actually talking about the Black veteran, their family, and mental wellness. You're going to actually get a chance to listen to Black women combat veterans tell their experiences who are also mental health providers. So don't miss it. Again, 1st of February, 7:30 Eastern time on Zoom. Until then, it's Tony Williams. See you then.